Well, she taught me lots of things. Big thing, best thing she taught me was to learn to write the words too. Taught me I wasn't just a second-rate man raised on white flour and Christianity. It was my wife, Elsie, who bought me the first dictionary. I think she knew she was planting a seed, germinating something inside me when she did that. What a companion the dictionary is. There are stories in that book that'll knock your boots off. To this day, it remains my prized possession, and I wouldn't trade it for all the tea in China. The dictionary from Elsie is why I'm writing it down. It was my introduction to the idea of recording, written just like the Reverend once wrote the births and baptisms at the mission. Like the station manager wrote rations at the station, and just like the ma'ams and masters wrote our good behaviour at the boys' home. A list of words any fool can look up and be told the meaning. A dictionary, even if this language isn't mine alone, even if it's something we grow into and then living long enough, shrink away from. I'm writing because the spirits are urging me to remember, and because the town needs to know that I remember. They need to know now more than ever before. To begin. But there are too many beginnings for us Gondiwindi. That's what we were bestowed and cursed with by the same shifty magic. An eternal once upon a time. The story goes that the church brought time to us, and the church, if you let it, will take it away. I'm writing about the other time, though. Deep time. This is a big, big story. The big stuff goes forever. Time ropes and loops and is never straight. That's the real story of time. The problem now facing my own once upon a time is that Dr. Shah from the High Street Surgery has recently given me a filthy bill of health. Cancer of the pancreas, which is me done and dusted. So, because they say it is urgent, because I've got the church time against me, I'm taking pen to paper to pass on everything that was ever remembered. All the words I found on the wind. 2. By the river is where Albert Gondiwindi had wandered up to Prosperous as a little boy. Wonderface, bare-skinned, from the canvas shelter of Tent Town to the tin of the mission, along with his mother and his little sister inside her. Albert would remember how they walked or marched. There were police officers on horses to show them the way past the Red River, stained by tea tree and other things. Many years later, on the day of his death, Albert wondered once again how it must have been for the old people by the Murrumby when it flowed, a time when the air was as clean as the time before the words clean and dirty had ever been imagined. The river would have been clear 20 feet down, and the earth hummed its own reverent tune, day in and day out, until one day, how quickly things change, he thought. In his final hours, Albert sat looking the same way all the remaining Gondiwindi would soon gather and look. Ahead of him on the fold-out table was the almost finished dictionary. Beyond the table, all the world. He suddenly felt a great wind blow from the Murrumby and instinctively slapped his hand atop the pile, protecting the words. In the distance, he could have sworn he saw a gang of brolga flying, further afield a swarm of locusts. The sky changed colour. All while the papers flapped against his will. He closed his eyes, wondered if he was about to go elsewhere, and then, as if encouraged by the wind, urged by the ancestors, took his hand away and arced, looking to the heavens to see the pages swirl and blow and eventually disappear in the air. She hung up the phone. Puppy Albert was dead. So far away from the place where boys learn to kill rabbits and girls learn to live with the grief. Far away.